Hey, lovely people. Welcome. It's me, Rosalie Elliott. Welcome to the Ultimate YouTube channel. We're going around the world on rides, exploring music from around the world, diving into the psychology of the musical compositions and lyrics, reacting to various videos to learn and grow. I'm happy you're here. I want to honor a special request by my awesome patron, Kale. Shout out to you. And look at the suggestion. The song, a performance by Morgan and Mark Broussard. Their performance of Aretha Franklin's Do Right Woman, Do Right Man. So I'm going to check. Here we go. Morgan James, we know, is an amazing singer. And Mark Broussard is also a really big name in the music industry. Amazing, talented people. This song has almost 2 million views. So I have a feeling it's going to be pretty epic. And Aretha Franklin is a legend. So this song, Do Right Woman, Do Right Man, is going to be, I'm excited to check this out. Are you ready? Subscribe, and here we go.
Take her to heart. She'll always love you. And nobody can make her do wrong.
I haven't listened to Mark in a long
Take her
time.
for granted, leaving love unshown. Makes willpower weak, temptation strong. Tell them about Morgan.
Oh, a woman's only human.
Come on now.
Oh, and this you should understand. Oh, she's not just a plaything. She's flesh and blood, just like a man.
If you wanna do right, always woman.
Oh, you got to be a do-right, all-night man.
Ooh, I love those harmonies.
Oh, they say that it's a man's world, but they can't tell that by me. Oh, but as long as we're together, baby, show some respect for me. Oh,
If you wanna do
Ooh, that run.
right, always woman.
a woman,
Okay.
you got to be a do-right, all-night man. Yeah.
Tell them about it again.
Oh, woman's only
Ooh.
human, and this you should understand. She's not just a plaything. She's flesh and blood, just like a man.
If you wanna do right, always woman.
You got to be a do-right, all-night man. You got to be a do-right, all-night man.
Nice. Nice. That was so good. That was beautiful. That combination, complementation between the rasp and the lower notes, the texture of Mark Broussard's voice, and then complimenting Morgan James. She has a very rounded, full texture to her voice, great range and breath control, and it complemented each other really, really well. It was amazing. The song is epic. I mean, this is, Aretha Franklin. Ooh, I mean, if you can bring a song of hers to life and do right by it, you did something right. But I like the phrase, if you want to do right all day woman, you've got to be a do right all night man. Now that's funny because that could be taken, playfully, sexually, right? If you want a woman that's going to do right by you during the day, right? Take care of you, cook, clean, be a good woman, you've got to be a do right all night man. That could be taken playful in the sense that you got to do right by her at night. But it could also be taken in the sense of that contrast between man and woman, day and night. We are different. We have our differences. We're not enemies, unlike what social media may want us to believe and the way they want to pit us against each other. So there's that contrast between man and woman, day and night. Another way that I interpret that is, in the nighttime is when the shady stuff happens a lot of times. I mean, granted, you can do crap all day, all night. But a lot of times the bad stuff happens in the dark, right? And this idea of people going out at night, right? To parties, to drink, to meet up with somebody else, they're up to no good, right? It's nighttime. You're supposed to be home. You're supposed to be faithful. You're not supposed to be going out doing crap. And so I think this idea of also being a do right all day woman and a do right all night man, to me also implies, I think, if you want a woman that's wife material, you've got to do right by her at night. You can't go out and about playing, sleeping around, being a fool. And that's not just a matter of like sex, not don't cheat. It's also a matter of work ethics, right? If you're busy playing video games all night, or you're busy being inconsistent or inconsiderate or not working hard doing what's right, you're wasting your time, right? If you're up all night doing these type of things, you won't be able to be your best self, be productive during the day. So there's a whole lot of ways we can interpret that. But I like that contrast of basically saying, if you want a good woman, you need to be a good man. And that goes both ways, right? And it's crazy because I think a lot of times we forget that we're human beings, not human or human doings, right? We want to label, we want to box people in, and we forget that people are organic beings. And what I mean by that, for an example, is you may hear me talk on one topic in one video and you'll respond to that and you'll say, oh, I can't believe she didn't say this. I can't believe she didn't focus more on that. I don't agree with this or that. Not realizing that in the next video on the very same topic, I might talk about the complete opposite. Not because I'm contradicting myself necessarily, though sometimes I might. I'm human. But because I think different things at different times. I could listen to the exact same song 2 weeks later and I might say something completely else because it hit me different, right? I'm a human being. I'm growing. I'm evolving. We're organic. We're growing. We're alive. And we expect from one another sometimes, especially on social media, to have it all, to be it all, right? That's why we're shocked when somebody that we looked up to, that has a lot of views, comes out as having been guilty of something, right? When people's skeletons come out of their closets, it's like, oh my gosh, because we were hoping somebody is perfect. Please give me somebody who I can rely on. And it's hard because we have these expectations and then we're let down. And when it comes to this whole topic about men and women, sometimes there too, we don't take something for what it is, the beauty and the art. We go, yeah, this is good, but what about all the men who have these modern day women? What about men's worth? And it's like, that's not what this song is about. The focus of this song, there's a time and place for everything, y'all, right? The focus of this song is reminding people, hey, a woman's only a human. She's just as valuable and precious and amazing and important. Don't take her for granted. If you want a type of woman, be that type of man, right? That message is for the men maybe who want to complain, who are looking for love in the wrong places, or who are not grateful for their wife, or who have certain expectations but aren't meeting the bar themselves. There are plenty of other songs, conversations, panels, debates, videos where there will be a time and place to talk about the opposite. The need for women to hold themselves to the same standard, right? The need for women who maybe are more modern, as they are described, who are maybe more feminist or liberal in their views, who are over here talking about how much they want their man to make, where they need to hear a different type of tune and be reminded that if they want a good husband, they have to be wife material first. So you see, I'm pointing that out because I just know that in social media so often we'll talk about something and people want to talk about what was not addressed or what was missed. And it's like, there's a time and place for everything. The focus here is respect. And I love it. And I think that's beautiful and encouraging. And it's not so much, it's an artistic, beautiful way a loving way of reminding, in this case, I would say men, hey, be a good man, do it all right. Do right all night man, right? Don't just do right by her in the bed and at night, but do right with the choices you make, with who you're going to spend time with, what you're doing at night, right? What you're doing with your life in order to attract and be the type of husband to the type of woman you want. And I think it's a sweet way of putting that. It doesn't come across bitter. Oh, how dare you? You better be good. You better respect me. It's a loving way, a sweet way of being like, listen, treasure these women out there. And I think that's beautiful. And yes, you might say, of course, that's easy for you to say because you're a woman. Of course, you want to hear this. I think songs like To Be a Man by Dax are just as important because that's where men need to be seen and heard. We all just want to be heard. So Kumbaya, Boom Bada Bang. I think it was awesome. What did you think? Amazing lyrics, amazing song, and they just killed it. with their performance. I loved the harmonies, the strength of their voice. It was beautiful. And sometimes those stripped down versions, that's the other way to go. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo! Ayo!